Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. There's the pick. Knocked away. And so it's Louisville with it. 8-point game. To the inside. There's Freak. Great defense that time from Ellis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Freak in at the 4 spot. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then it's White, and it's Early in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Freak. Puts one up from 19. Kept alive.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Flash. And a wide open look here for Ellis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And that one's good. Freak. And here is Banks. Screen by Smith. It's Banks with the drive. Pass to Smith. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three. Teams will make substitutions. 34 seconds left to play here in the second half. Some nice passing by Louisville here. It's tipped. And he commits the intentional foul. So Michigan going with almost an entire new group here. Michigan with the ball, leading by 5. And so they foul intentionally. 24. Seconds left here in the second half. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Out to the right wing. Pass to Harrell. Money!
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And White kicks to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. 5th team foul.
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-on-1 situation, so he'll get another. And both free throws good from Freak. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And so it's Michigan winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
For Greg Anthony, Clark. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas Longhorns.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court for Louisville, Freak, he's in at center. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Rozier in at the one spot.
You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Shots good by Turner.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Rozier the pass to Sanders. Here's Freak. Off the mark and a bad shot there. There's a screen. Here's Doherty, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Doherty's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Edwards with it. Ford up top. And Doherty kicks to Turner. Down low. Here's Ford, and it's good. Off through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screens.
They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Boy, they'd love to retake the lead right now.
On the court for Louisville, Freak in at center. White is out there with Thomas. Then there's Sanders. And it's Rozier in at the point.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. Wow, what a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Ford to screen on Sanders. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Ellis. And it's 8 points for Miles Turner.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Out of bounds, Louisville takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A platoon swap here for Texas. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
They've got Turner. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the four-man position. And for Louisville, Freak, he's in at center. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Harrell, and it's White in at the small forward. Shots good by Turner.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And Doherty kicks to Edwards. Here's the three, and that one's good. And it's a 5-point Longhorn lead. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Doherty. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Price kicks to White. Back to Price. Louisville passing it around. Freak. Louisville again missing.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Doherty dishes to Turner.